Today's AskReddit post. What do you envy about the opposite sex? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Peeing on the side of the road in the forest without crouching and trying to avoid your pants shoes. Edit. Okay, I appreciate things like the shoey exist and may consider getting one if I take up more hiking in the future. However, I'd still rather just be able to whip my parts out and do it without equipment. If it makes you feel better. 90% of the time the last bit of pee goes in our pants no matter what we do. Edit. Please stop messaging me to push on my taint, lol, I get it. Thanks. Yup, you can shake it like an abusive boyfriend, but there will still be a little bit coming out as soon as you tuck it in. The trick is to stroke up once twice. That should push out the rest. Then you shake. No pee in pants since I learned this. What if you stroke up thrice though? Not having to deal with the monthly bloodbath and all the good things that come with it. Edit. Wow, was not expecting this comment to blow up. Thanks for the awards and hang in there, girls. Guys and werewolves. Woman with light skin tone with hands clasped above her head making the okay gesture. It's hard being a werewolf. Ah yes. The two genders. Werewolves and vampires. We're vampire pleasery, got lost for a second. We are talking about blood drinking vampires and wolf like werewolves, right? Being able to play silly games with babies or young children without people automatically assuming you're up to something nefarious. Yes. I told a story on another AskReddit post about how I used to be a summer camp leader, and anytime I would interact with a child that is more than just talking, I would get dirty looks from the middle-aged women that also worked there. Meanwhile, the girls that worked there could hug the kids, get them to sit on their laps, and show affection. And none of the ladies would bat an eye. One time a girl was leaning against my leg, and I was telling her to stop, but instinctively she would continue doing it. After a couple of minutes, when her parents walked in, they pulled me to the side and told me how their daughter touching my leg made them uncomfortable. It made me feel so shitty. People seeing me as a potential predator even though I just love playing with kids. It turned the job I once found fun and amazing into a job that was stressful and one that I had to be careful with anything I did. Edit. So apparently a lot of people have seen my previous comment about this in the other AskReddit thread. Next time I'll make sure to tell a different story to switch it up, haha. Oh my god, I remember seeing your comment. And yeah, as a woman it's definitely weird to see that people just assume I'm good with kids. And I don't even like them. I have this one memory of being in a park with my dad, and I wandered a little from him. A middle-aged lady came up to me and asked me where my mom was. I told her I was with my dad. I then pointed to my dad and walked over to him, with the lady following. She went up to him and asked where my mom was, and when my dad replied that she was at work, she gave him a really confused look and asked, "Isn't that your job?" I didn't really understand what she was talking about at the time, because I was pretty young, but now looking back at it I get kinda mad that that happened. Like, geez, is it not okay for me to just hang out with my dad at a park? That infuriates me. When I was little, pre-K, my mom was the manager of her workplace, so she was gone before I got up and home after my nightly bath. My dad had to learn how to style my hair and was in charge of picking out my clothes, etc. People had a hard time believing a man was capable of braiding hair and picking out matching girls' clothing. He was a wonderful father, but it's not like he was committing feats of epic proportions. He was just being a dad. Shitty social stereotypes like that are the reason dads struggle so hard to get decent custody arrangements. Most states even automatically award moms full custody unless the father files in court. And often by the time it's all sorted out he has missed out on precious time with his child. When we were fighting for custody of my stepson, my husband caught so much hell merely for wanting a 50/50 split, which they had done off paper for as long as SS had been alive anyway. How could you take him away from his mother? Meanwhile, we physically had him far more than half the time because she would rather party than put him to bed. But of course, how dare he? I roll. That's just messed up. This is messed up. Everything here is messed up. They can be nice to kids without instantly being seen as some sort of child predator. This right here is a real thing. I know someone who's a kindergarten teacher and she said it's almost impossible for a man to get into that field, and when they do they're told to never hug a child under any circumstance. But nobody bats an eyelid when a female teacher does it. Sad TBH. When my older boy was in preschool and I'd go to pick him up, the kids would all swarm all around me. The teacher said that I was the only male some of them would see all day, any day. So sad. When I was a Bible camp counselor, I had this kid on the third day of camp who told me that I was the best dad he ever had. I was like 16, and I had literally known the kid for 3 days. I went through something similar. I was a counselor for a Bible camp that was for kids from poor families. I was around 16 at the time. This was back in like 1996, maybe 97. When the camp was over, almost all of them were saying how they wished they had a dad like me or something similar. It broke my heart. I still have a picture somewhere with that group. I hope I didn't lose it in the many moves I've had. I often wonder what they are doing today. I think they'd be around their 30s by now. They have functional pockets. They get to wear little miniskirts, but the second my balls are dangling in the wind, people lose their shit. Go to tuck, bro. Tuck them into your butthole. You just made me read that with my own eyes. Well, it would be weird if you read it with someone else's eyes. Edit. My highest rated comment and my first award. Thanks anonymous people of Reddit. But if you're going to spend money on me, I insist you send me it directly through PayPal. Thanks. Receiving compliments from both genders when post a picture. If I post a selfie on Facebook, I'm gonna get 50 likes from the bros but 0 comments. I made a post and the only comment I got was one of my friends saying you. No other context. You. Soldier boy, tell them that they can pee standing up. Women will never know the satisfaction of pinging things off the inside of the toilet with incredible precision and a strong stream. Pissing off the streaks of shit is the best. Touch it with sport commentary and voila. Hours of entertainment condensed into one bloody stream. All while standing proud. Edit. Got permission to add in JoJo reference. So I added in the JoJo references. I lost 40 pounds and my boobs are gone. Last time I matched with someone on Tinder was in April. They unmatched me in an hour before I even saw the notification. Edit. Fear not, my lonely friends. I took some advice from this thread and expanded my bio and I got another match. Edit 2. And they responded. But it happened. For that brief moment in time you made it. They can never take that away from you. Thanks, bro. I know both sexes can do this, but getting a whole bunch of your friends and sit while people are getting the dead skin off your hands and feet, cleaning and fixing your nails. My wife dragged me once and I really liked it, but none of my guy friends want to do it. I thought it'll be something cooler than our usual sit at a bar drink BF thing. You could go with your wife again. I'd go with that guy's wife. Hell yeah, her treat. Fashion. When I go shopping with my GF, I always see 10 things I'd wear as a girl to 1 thing I wear as a guy. I'm jealous of casual formal wear. A girl could wear a dress to any occasion you could imagine, but you can't with men's formal wear. I'd look like an absolute idiot if I showed up to the pool in a sunsuit. Plus you can buy a gorgeous dress for like $5 if you catch a good deal. I think there is more variety to women's wear and I hate that the men's section in every store is at most half the size of the women's and usually more like 1/4. I've stopped caring about shoes and wear women's sneakers sometimes. Edit. Some people seem to misunderstand what I mean by this. I'm not jealous of anything in particular. I'm jealous of the options in general. There's not a whole lot of selection in the men's section of stores. I don't want to wear a dress. Although thanks for all of the support saying that I should wear a dress if I want, haha. And I'm also happy with what I can wear. I'm happy with my deep pockets and my properly measured pants. I just want to walk into a store and have the whole store be for me for once. Also thanks for the suggestions as to how to spice up my wardrobe. That's funny, because for me it's the other way around. Men's clothes are much more comfortable, often made of better materials. And TBH, I prefer what are considered male colors. I just wish clothes were less gendered. Don't get me wrong. I love dressing up in a 3-piece suit and feeling like $1,000,000. I like the pockets. And I like the quality of men's clothes. There is just more choice in women's clothing, I find. I wouldn't trade what I have for women's clothes. But I wish I could have both, lol. They have a lot more options on what to wear in an office. Us men have one option only, shirt and trousers. I feel sorry for men in the summer when they still have to wear their full suits, but women are able to wear skirts. I remember being on a cruise and there was a dress code to enter the seated dining area, but women could pretty much wear what they wanted, and men had to wear pants. There was a couple wearing the same outfit, khaki shorts and yellow polos, and the wife was allowed in, while the husband was sent away to put on pants. One of the guys I was with didn't pack pants. It was a Caribbean cruise, so he wore a pair of his girlfriend's yoga pants for dinner every day. It's like wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Flanders. As a girl who goes to the gym, I envy how naturally strong men are and how it's easier for them to build muscle. I know it's different for everyone, but in general, I wish I could lift as heavy, and I know I could do it, but I'd need to train harder longer. I never really comprehended the difference in natural strength until my fiancée needed help loading some gardening soil into the cart. It was a 40-pound bag and she was struggling to lift it with both arms. She was able to pick it up, but was struggling. I was able to grab it with one hand with ease. Not super impressive, but still. You're impressive to me, Skywalker. We will watch his career with great interest. Username checks out. I love all the bright colors women can wear and have available to them. I wanted some pink Converse and had to get a woman's size 13 or something. I have bought shirts in the thrift store and taking them home and my wife is like, that's a blouse. Edit. Haha, this blew up. To the people that say wear what you want even if it's a blouse, I absolutely 100% agree. Except, and I only have my own experience with a few pieces of clothing. Women's tops are sometimes cut weird. Trim at the sides and then hanging down at the front. They also are sometimes an weird material, not like the shirts I buy that gets all wrinkly and whatnot in the dryer. As I said somewhere down there, I am essentially lazy. I would love the floral patterns and big ass polka dots and cool designs just transferred to a men's shirt I know will fit properly. If I had a smaller frame, I absolutely would. You always hear about Bowie or Prince wearing their girlfriend's clothes and I totally get that. But yes, wear what you want. I obviously do. I have a small collection of 60s and 70s where I have bought specifically because it looked awesome and it looks like some women's clothing does now. Prince whipped the shit out of Charlie Murphy playing basketball all while wearing a blouse, and then served him pancakes. Game blouses. Not having legs spot up the bum. Edit. Whoa, just woke up. I did not expect so many upvotes on a reply regarding up the bum. Funny, as a female I'd say the opposite. Why though? I like anal. RIP your inbox. Multiple orgasms. Some of us can't. Unfortunately. For me it's way too sensitive after, and by the time it's not, I'm no longer interested. This is exactly how it is with guys. I feel your pain. Yeah, just add a massive existential post-nut guilt after it, and that's exactly how it happens with guys. Not having a dick that is randomly turn on at any given moment of the day. As an older dude, let me warn you, careful what you wish for. As a dude on SSRIs. Seconded. Their ability to express their mental issues without the same level of skepticism. It's sad that I can't tell which gender you are talking about. Women don't get taken seriously by medical professionals. Oh, they are always so emotional, hysterical. Men are looked down upon for expressing emotions, being vulnerable. Hopefully Gen Z gets this shit figured out. The media internet would have you believe MPST of us are little shitbags. But from my experience, people I am talking acquaintances, not friends or strangers, my age, are pretty open and accepting regarding mental health. All but one of my neighbors are Gen Z and we all know each other's psychological conditions. 2 guys and 2 girls. If it comes up then cool. it doesn't, then that's also cool. I've cried on the phone the last 2 times I've talked to my mom. Not really because I'm sad, but because she's the only person in my life that I feel I can cry to, and it's just been so bottled up for so long. I don't even know what I'm so upset about. Sorry to throw up in the comments section, but I just don't know where else to vent to anymore. Men get actually functional jumpers that have sensible necklines and can put a t-shirt underneath, and shirts that actually cover their lower back when they sit down. Men generally don't have to feel obligated to attend baby and bridal showers. I envy that. As a man, I don't feel even welcome to those events. I'm not complaining though. More time to play Halo 4 with the boys. Not having boobs and therefore not having to account for them in clothing choices. I mean, small breasts are fine, I guess, but once they have a certain size, you're screwed. Most fitted clothes are designed for people with smaller breasts and won't fit you properly. Clothes fit you everywhere except for your chest, and the ones that do fit your chest are too loose everywhere else. Hang down from your breasts and make you look twice as wide as you are. If you do find something that fits you, people will shame you and call you a slut for showing off your breasts. Well, sorry for wearing a shirt that's my actual size and is not even low cut or anything, instead of hiding inside a sweater that is 3 sizes too big. Also, the astronomical cost of bras and the struggle of having breasts that are not perfectly firm and perky. Also, men can go topless. FK breasts. I've run out of fingers to count the number of times I've been criticized for being too provocative when wearing a turtleneck. Plus, once you pass a certain size, bra's a pound symbol and you're eyeing expensive. The last time I found a bra that fit properly, and thanks to weight changes, time of the month, and God knows what else, they change all the time, a single bra cost me $68. For one. The least amount you can get away with is 3 with constant washing, but depending on your laundry abilities you need more. And you're supposed to hand wash them with baby soap or they don't last as long, and if I'm spending that much on bras I'm gonna buy the stupid special detergent so they last. And you also need special bras like sports bras or sleep bras or adjustable strap bras so that they work with that dress you had to buy to be a bridesmaid or whatever. Men's underwear would never be priced so high. I've run out of fingers to count the number of times I've been criticized for being too provocative when wearing a turtleneck. Bruh, is that for real? I once got whistled at church while wearing a turtleneck. Unless it's 2 sizes too big, turtlenecks fit me very tightly. They show off my curves. So if I wear a low cut top but it's not as tight, I actually get less problems from men. It's women who give me issues for wearing a low cut top. There is no perfect top with big boobs. I have a choice of 1. Too tight and men give me unwanted attention. 2. Too low cut and women slut shame. 3. A button up that pops open where I need it the most. Or 4. A top that's too big and baggy, which then I get lectured for being too frumpy, and no wonder I'm single. As much as I hate it, there are days I get the idea of a burqa. Just let me live my life. The few times I find something that works I turn into a cartoon character and only wear that, but with a few color variations. Not being asked if you are married, engaged, have kids, planning on having kids at a job interview. All illegal BTW. All questions I've been asked at every job interview. Paired with how involved is your partner in your children's lives and how reliable are you if something happens to them. Isn't this illegal? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Very. It doesn't stop people from asking though. I once had an interviewer ask me how many kids I was planning on having and if I was having any within the next 5 years. It's disgusting. I'm jealous of girl because they get to wear dresses. Todd Flanders, The Simpsons. As a girl I really wouldn't care if a guy wore a dress, but I can't say the same for everyone else. I'd love to go on a walk alone at night and just enjoy the night air. This, I assume, is why so many women walk run with medium to large sized dogs. I got my dog for a lot of reasons, but this is a huge plus. I've always wanted a big dog, and when I got him as a puppy a little over a year ago I knew he would be big. But he really turned out to be massive and I love it. It's amazing to go out for a walk at night and have very little fare, because no one is going to duck with someone with a giant dog. LOL. I'm laying next to him right now and he's as tall as me. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.